the next project. Pump swap. Yeah. Oh, baby. That's what you always want to see. Load up. Oh, yeah. Whew. I'm a little out of practice. I almost forgot how to operate one of these things. Today we're putting on a thumb. Yeah. Of course, I'm just looking around here. It's got a quick attach, which is nice, but the safety devices are missing because, you know, reasons. So now I gotta go find those or make some, whatever. Either way, has to be done. But yeah, we're putting this together. Got some plates way over there that have to be welded on. So we gotta hire a welder now. This thing is a fun little unit. The other pump just arrived, and those are the plates we got to put on the stick. It's the other pump. Got all that debris out of the that unit. Here's some of the debris now. So now that is all cleaned out. Getting ready to put it all back together. No time for nothing. Yep. Look at this sexy little unit that just showed up on trade-in. Huh. I need a good weekend with this thing in my yard. Nice. I mean, tracks are starting to get a little bit worn. Not bad though. Got a couple scratches on her. All in all, it's a neat little unit. Articulates right here. That's nice. Already got a thumb on it. That's cool. So yeah, that's kind of how we were doing here with the other one. There you go. And he's doesn't need much for repairs by the looks of things. Usually they rip the hoses right off these. Well, I mean, that's a little loose, so you got a leak there. No big deal, that's an easy fix. Unless it's supposed to move. I'll double check that. But she's pretty nice. I'm gonna have to see if I can borrow a truck, trailer, get somebody to deliver this to me. Woo-wee. What a busy couple of weeks here. As you can see, I'm doing things. Got one of the older fenders from the parts car over here. Just stripped it out. Not sure if I'm going to try and use this fender because it's nicer. But then I would have to paint match, which could be a problem. It's not a problem if I got a little tiny patch versus a whole fender inside and out. So Getting back over here. Yes, there appears to be another welder here. There appears to be some new stuff here. There appears to be a few things going on. But we'll get into that later. Right now I got the fender sitting in my juice, the vinegar. I'm gonna let it soak for a couple more days here. Get the rust out of there. Same with that. I'm gonna do the same thing with the very front of this thing. Get that rust gone. Although I have to change my vinegar very soon, which is sitting right over there. I'm gonna have to get some more though. Because that's like, I gotta say, about 4 years old now. It's getting a little weak, let's just say. Getting over here back to this fender. That's what I mean by color matching right now. I'm gonna have to do some straightening out, right? Because it took a shot in the very front. So all this would have to be straightened out. The dents, gotta get rid of those. That could be time consuming. Same with the crease here. And just like the other fender, this one has rust in the very same place. So I cut this out just to see and get all the dirt out of here. There was so much dirt in here. It was not even funny. We had even stuff growing in here. It's crazy. So I popped that off just to expose all this. And I'm not sure if I'm going to cut up to this crease or cut up to this next crease and get rid of the rest of that. But this will be, I'm going to try figuring out how to do it now, because this is wider than the fender, than the truck fender, obviously. So it will not fit in the bucket. So I'm thinking about how I can put this, just the center, just this piece here, in vinegar. I haven't figured it out yet. I might use a tote, but I tried that in the past and it didn't quite work out so well. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. Maybe I'll get something else. Something a little stronger, a little more heavy duty, more industrial. So I can stick that in there. Other than that, it's looking good. I mean, other than, like I said, there's a lot of denting on this one. There's some denting on the other one too. Like there's a crease here on that other fender. But all of this is pretty straight. Like all that. Marks and stuff like that. So we'll see what we do with this. I have to do a lot of work on this one. But anyways, getting back to why there's another welder in here is because we know a guy, he's clearing stuff out. So I ended up showing up at his yard sale and he gave me an offer I couldn't refuse for a lot of it. I'm not going to divulge how much I spent. There's a engine stand around here somewhere too. I don't know exactly where I threw it, but there's also an engine stand. So now I got this great deal on this with this and engine stand. There's a bench grinder. Huh. Something you don't see every day. Anyway, so there's a bench grinder. I got another Dremel tool. A bunch of, and a bunch of other stuff. I can't remember what else I got, but a whole bunch of it, just a round price. And so this is complete. It came with an extension cord, came with another welding helmet. So now I got like 3 of them now, which is great. Came with a bottle, a wire, and a stand. So the offer, I just couldn't walk away from it. So now I got 2 of them. So which is good, because now what I'm going to do is this one's already set up for body work. So it's got the bottle and everything else. Plus I got this bottle here anyways. I'm going to use this one for body work. And I'm going to put this one back, my old one here. I'm going to put it back to flux core. Because I like this thing with flux core. This thing just does a lot of roasting. I got some framework to do soon, and the flux core just so much nicer to work with while you're doing with heavier frames and heavier frame pieces and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that. Get this thing going. I get to test it out and set it up the way I like it. But that's coming. And then I got the best of both worlds. I don't have to change wire all the time, which is going to be nice. Speaking of nice, it's turning out okay. So there you go. That's kind of what's happening around here, and never mind what's happening at work. Like, I barely have time to come in here now. Again. Oh, and I built a playhouse too. Because, well, that's what you do when you're a mechanic. You just do everything. Everything under the sun. Anyways, that's all I got. I'll talk to you in a bit. Ooh, there's a big storm coming. Just a constant rumble out there. I don't know if you could hear that. Whew. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Well, it's raining finally. I'll move the old lady's vehicle in here real quick. Just pushed everything back, kind of. And, because I wasn't liking the sounds of what was rolling in. So I thought, well, I might get a little bit of hail. And they did call for, storm warnings and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, this is good. We needed some of this. For sure. But now it's not really a problem. Gotta get the car out of here and, I don't know, get some work done, I guess. Oh. Yes, I'm no longer sure. But I have to ask. Has the news media lost their minds? The mainstream media, CTV, CBC, and all that. Have you heard about the heat wave in Ontario? You're all going to die. You're all going to melt. Spontaneously combust at plus 21 degrees, which is like 68 to 70 Fahrenheit. We're melting in lava. And all the propaganda, the political propaganda around the whole climate change thing is just... oh. I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, if you're falling for this kind of stuff and plus 21, your hair is going to be on fire. I mean, we're almost in July and I got a long sleeve shirt on right now. Because it's so hot out. Like, I have family in Costa Rica right now, visiting Costa Rica and checking things out there, And I mean, if you leave Canada, you go to Mexico or wherever else, like, you're fine. You're fine. You're only going to spontaneously combust if you're in Canada at plus 21, plus 25, plus 30. Anywhere tropical, though. You leave Canada, you're fine. Like, when's this madness going to end? It's got to stop some point in time. I mean, they're getting a lot of money from the government because they can't make ends meet. They're losing so much money. And it's a wonder why. Stay warm, I guess.